By the way, somebody sent me this clip of Pink at Fenway Park, and it had to be the sickest thing I've ever seen. You know, she's always had like the trapeze stuff flying around, the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon stuff, right? She's like in the outfield. And all of a sudden, she just starts doing backflips over the whole crowd, across the whole stadium on this wire. And they had her lit up like Tinkerbell. It looked like anyway. And I don't know how many she did. She did like 20 of them. Across a Major League Baseball park. And then she landed on this little thing like Superman, like waved to everybody. And then they brought her along the upper deck, and she was like running, acting like she was running in air along the upper deck. And then it goes back to where she started, and she's still running in the air. And at one point, she just has like one leg up and one leg down, like landing like Superman. And this fucking thing she landed on couldn't have been more than like 2 feet across, a little circle. And she landed right on it. It was like the sickest thing I think I've ever seen in a concert. I just can't imagine being on drugs way at the back of the stadium and you're just sitting there going like, Jesus Christ, these fucking seats suck. I mean, that might as well be Martha Stewart down there and all she's just like, starts fucking coming at you. Like, wait a minute. I hope she warned people. Hey, anybody on psychedelics, just to let you know, this is real. Okay, it's all done with wires. You know, it's super safe. All right, just letting everybody know before I freak you out. That's what was killing me, because it's the greatest visual thing I think I've ever seen. I watched it like 100 times. Like, I don't even know how does she count? How do they time it? Like, how does she know? Like, she's doing the backflips. I don't. Who the hell would do that? All the shit that's happened in concerts, fucking lighting things falling down on people, paralyzing them. You do that. That's like astronaut level balls. But anyways, I was just kept thinking about if like nobody knew that technology existed, but somehow they had it back in the 80s when I was going to concerts. And I was just thinking like, and you had no idea that was coming. Like what the crowd would have just stampeded out of the stadium thinking you were like a fucking witch or something. You know, if you went to go see Queen and Freddie Mercury is up there, I paid my price. I paid my dues. He just started fucking backflipping across the fucking stadium. People be like, dude, this guy's a fucking witch. Let's get out of here, man. Anyway, shout out to Pinker and anybody who saw that. I can't imagine if you're up there and all of a sudden, even just for that moment, even though your seats suck, right? Not the backflip part, but when she runs by like she's on this fucking invisible unit, look like she's on a horse. Just came flying by. I mean, that right there makes it like worth the trip. I think it's a really smart thing. You know? So I remember back in the day, I saw the Rolling Stones at, what was it, Sullivan Stadium. And I was way up in the upper deck. And, Mick was like the size of my fucking thumb. And he never fucking flipped through the crowd. He was just up there sashaying in his fucking loose clothes. He's always wearing like silk or something. Right, can't have me clothes touching me body. I move around a lot, yeah. Don't know if you've seen it in band Rolling Stones. Been around fucking 60 years. It's the worst English accent ever. Hey, Keith, can you cool it? Anyway, I was fucking blown away by that. I don't know who the hell came up with that shit. We had Tommy Lee going upside down in his drum kit. But even then, they showed it in the music video. So Motley Crue was nice enough to give you the heads up that it was coming because they knew that their crowd was going to be on drugs. Anybody was at that Fenway show, like tripping on mushrooms or whatever? and had no idea that maybe you were a casual fan of Pink. I'm coming out, gonna get the pie. I'm coming out. Like the hits, right? You don't know the deeper cuts, deep Pink, right? So you just fucking go with the friend of yours, and you're like, well, all right, at least I can do some drugs. Did anybody go to that show and have no fucking idea that Pink was going to be in 7 seconds right next to your fucking seat? It would be fucking hilarious if everybody rips her off and then that just becomes the standard thing. Like you have to have that at a concert. And then all these fucking old guys from my generation all think, I got to do what? And all of a sudden, fucking old ass David Coverdale. In the still of the night. And he's fucking got to do like fucking backflips. All right, Bill, we get it. Whatever. I was blown away by it. I think it's amazing. But I also, I could not take myself out of the fan experience there. Like, you gotta fucking warn me if you're gonna do. She must have been flying around before that, and that had to be the finishing move. Like, I don't know how the fuck you top that. You start dropping money. In a gesture of generosity goes horribly wrong at the Pink concert. I was looking down and people were tearing at one another and I was like, no, this money is supposed to set you free. I'd like to apologize to anyone who was trampled for the doubloons that I dropped while doing 27 backflips from one side of Comiskey Park to another. Man, it's just fucking, it's incredible. Opposed to me, I just stand there doing the old shit jokes. So I'm on vacation here, man. And I've been riding this bike every fucking day. Renting a bike. Finally downloaded an app. You're like, Bill, you're on vacation. Why are you still yawning? Why are you still tired? Oh, because I have a 3-year-old son who comes in every morning at fucking 6:58, whether you like it or not. Hi, Dada. Loud as hell. I want egg sandwich, Dada, Dada. Dada, egg sandwich, Dada. And then I gotta be like, son, you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. And then he just drops his voice down. And he just goes, egg sandwich. I want egg sandwich, Dada. Dada, egg sandwich. Then I start laughing. And then he gives me that killer smile. Oh, my God, it's over. My heart melts, and next thing you know, I'm up. I'm up, and I'm making a fucking egg sandwich. He could finally hold the sandwich closed. What was the best was when he couldn't, and the eggs would fall out, and he would just go, oh, no! Oh, no, Dada, oh, no! I would just play along going, oh, jeez. Let's get those eggs. You got to squeeze it. Got to squeeze the fucking toast together. Anyway,